What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's a brand new month. Happy August, a pivotal one for the MLB playoff push. Thanks for tuning in to Schmidty's MLB picks here on Guy Boston Sports. I'm your host, Ethan Schmidt. We've got 10 games in Major League Baseball on this fine Monday to choose from. It's Money Monday. I've got 3 of my favorite gameplays, our YRFI of the day, and maybe 2 player props for the people. Stay tuned. Starting off with a big shout out to our ballers. You guys know who you are, and we love y'all. We'll never stop letting you know. If you're new to the channel, you can become a baller for just $2.99 a month. You get a badge next to your name, a bunch of exclusive emojis to use right here on YouTube. We also have ballers exclusive only giveaways. And with that being said, we are closing in on 11,000 subscribers, less than 300 away, and I can't thank y'all enough for the endless support. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Please go smash the subscribe button. You're going to want to hop on board. This train is rolling here on Schmidty's MLB picks, and just really huge for us for the channel. And drop a like if you've been riding with your boy Schmidty. I hope you have, because we've been making some money here lately. Y'all know we have an MLB shop affiliate link now, just another way you can help support the channel. If you get any MLB gear, please think about us. Go through our link. And lastly, check out our collaboration with FOCO. Pre-order your limited edition Boston Red Sox legend David Ortiz new Hall of Fame bobblehead. There's a whole Hall of Fame collection with FOCO, and these guys are super dope, so go check it out. That link is in the description. We actually own July well over 60% on our variety cards, and I'm just so thrilled. This has been awesome. Dominated the last week of the month. If you tailed, I know you made some bank with us here, and I'm gonna go back and tally the month and give you guys the accurate recap of the numbers tomorrow. Recapping the weekend, we finished with our 6th straight winning day on Schmidty's MLB picks. Just incredible. 5-2 in my final plays from Saturday. Our ride of the days from Dennis and Brandon both missed, unfortunately, so a womp womp there for the fellas. And then Sunday, I took my weekly break from putting out a video, but we still got official on Twitter. I wasn't going to make any public plays, but I still did anyway to keep the streak going on Twitter and in the Discord. And here's my card from yesterday. 4-2 in my final plays. Just the YRFI was no good and barely missed on Taijuan Walker over 4.5 Ks. He sold the bag at 4 Ks. Had his last batter 2-2 and gave up a homer. So a womp womp for me on that. But like I said, 6 straight winning days here on Schmidty's MLB picks. You can submit your hashtag ride of the day in the comments each and every day for a chance to be shouted out on the show. You guys know I always go with a gameplay, but if I see a player prop I like, we will add that on as well. Just please remember, use the hashtag ride of the day if you want to be considered. And guys, I'm giving out free picks. We are tearing it up, so I just want to drop my Cash App. If anyone ever wants to send a one-time support or toss a tip, if you hit big, not necessary, not trying to ask for a handout, but it's just greatly appreciated, of course, giving out these free picks. It's Money Monday here on Schmidty's MLB picks. Let's stay hot, ready for another winning, positive, WOZZATIVE week ahead here on the channel. Diving right in. Our first gameplay of the day, we have the New York Mets visiting the Washington Nationals for a 3-game series between NL East rivals Mad Max Scherzer, the veteran righty, going against the lefty Patrick Corbin. Scherzer 6-2, 2.09 ERA, a .9 whip, outstanding, just about equal home and away splits, but he is dominating strikeouts on the road, and his best ERA comes out at night for the Mad Max. Patrick Corbin has had a season to forget. 4-14, 6.49 ERA, a 1.77 whip, 3-6 at home, a 4.94 ERA. Don't judge me for being on the Mets again. They have made us a lot of money, so we are rocking with them again. My favorite play here today is the Mets first 5 team total over 2.5 runs. This is where you're going to get the best value in my opinion. If you can't get this play on your book, I do like the Mets run line as well. It's just pretty juiced today. The Mets are 6-0 in their last 6, 7-1 in their last 8 road games, and they've really improved against lefties lately. The Mets are 5-2 in the last 7 meetings in Washington and 16-5 in the last 21 meetings. Gonna stick with the hot team here against the worst team in the league. I'm taking the Mets first 5 team total over and don't mind the run line at all. Let's ride. Next, we have the Baltimore Orioles making a trip to Texas to take on the Rangers for a 3-game series. 2 righties for the opener, Spencer Watkins and John Gray. Now, these 2 teams met back around the 4th of July, and the Orioles swept Texas. Watkins started the last game in a 2-1 Baltimore win. There are trends for the under in the matchup, but then for each team individually, we are seeing great trends for the over as well. Getting a lower total here today at 7.5, and I think we rock with the over here as my play. Gonna be tough, but I think we just gotta trust it. And I also want to see some scoring in this one. I think there's a lot of potential for scoring in this series. Both teams are an even 5-5 to the over, under in the last 10 each. And then the last series, 2 of the 3 games actually sailed over, but the Watkins game didn't. But here are the individual trends that I like. Baltimore is 4-1 on the over in the last 5 games, with a total between 7 and 8.5, and 6-1 in their last 7 against a right-handed starter. Texas over is 7-1 in its last 8 games following a win, 8-3 in the Rangers' last 11 home games, 7-2 with a total between 7 and 8.5. The Rangers' bats are coming in hot off a dominating series against the Angels, and I think Baltimore is due for a high scoring game in their own right. Love me or fade me. Honestly, I do like the Orioles possibly here in an upset, or at least their first 5 team total over at 1.5 if you're not down with the over, but we are taking the over 7.5 in the game. Our last gameplay of the day, we have the Boston Red Sox visiting the Houston Astros for a 3-game series. Righties Nathan Eovaldi and Luis Garcia facing off on the mound. Now, this one is interesting. I lean the Astros, but I think I'm rocking with the game over again at 7.5 in this one. Over is 8-3 in these teams' last 11 meetings. Eovaldi is much better on the road, but he has gotten shelled in his last 3 starts. 11.08 ERA in July for Eovaldi. In his last start against Houston in May, he didn't last 2 innings. 6 earned runs, 9 runs total on 8 hits. The Astros are due for a good game offensively. Didn't necessarily struggle against the Mariners, but not as impressive as we have seen from them. And the over is 4-0 in the Astros' last 4 following a win. 5-2 in their last 7 overall. Great splits against Eovaldi. You'll see one of the guys later. Wink, wink. You look at Garcia. His home ERA is 4.89. Not so great. In his 1 start against Boston, didn't go well either. 3 earned runs on 5 hits in a loss. The over is 5-1 in the Red Sox last 6 games following a win. 4-0 in their last 4 road games, with the total set between 7 and 8.5. Boston got the offense going a little bit yesterday, so I think they're going to be pumped up. I'm taking the over 7.5 runs. Let's get it. It's time for our YRFI play of the day. A pick where we think that a first inning running will be scored. We are taking the YRFI in the Mariners-Yankees game at -120 on DraftKings. I just think this is the best spot for one today. The Yankees are 3rd best in the league in first inning runs a game, getting 177% clip at home. Seattle is 16th and getting 142% of the time on the road. Gonzalez has given up a first inning run 6 times, I believe, and we don't know a lot about Domingo Germán yet, but he could easily get off to a bad start just as well here against a dangerous Mariners offense. Just got a feeling about this one. Let's ride. It's Money Monday here on Schmidty's MLB Picks. I'm going to give you all two player props. Our batter prop of the day, we are going with one of our go-to guys in Yordan Alvarez. Looks like minus 120 on DraftKings, and this just feels right today. He is 7 of 8 against Eovaldi with 3 singles, 3 doubles, and a home run for an 875 average against Eovaldi. Alvarez is crushing right-handed pitching. 333 average with over a 1.1 OPS. Absolutely unreal. He wasn't crazy good against the Mariners, so I think he's due for a big performance in this game today. For other batter props, I also like Bregman and Altuve and Maldonado in this game with great splits against Eovaldi for the Astros. And you can't go wrong with the Mets, Pete Alonso, Sterling Marte, and Francisco Lindor in that game against Patrick Corbin. And I also don't mind LeMahieu or Judge, Manny Machado, and the Guardians top hitters as well with Rosario, Juan, Jimenez, and Ramirez. And now it is time for our pitcher prop of the day. I'm going with another staple here. Max Scherzer over 6.5 Ks, minus 135 on DraftKings. I don't mind 7.5 at plus money either. There's not much to be said. This man has been so dominant this season, and going against his former team in this spot and the away stats that I mentioned before, I think we can easily cash on this tonight. I also like Hunter Green over 6.5 against a Marlins offense that is pitiful right now, and Brad Keller over 3.5 for the Royals against the White Sox. That's it for Schmidty's MLB Picks here on Monday. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share this video with anyone who enjoys baseball or loves sports betting in general. Please follow me on my Twitter at @TheEthanSchmitz, where I post the final plays for Schmidty's MLB Picks each and every day, even when we don't post a video. And also join our Discord. Lots of great community conversation going on in there. Thanks for tuning in. Let's have another winning, positive, WOZZATIVE day here, going for 7 straight winning days on Schmidty's MLB Picks. I'm Ethan Schmidt. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.